In
Okay.
today's lesson, we're going
Mm-hmm.
to read Baby Boards a Bus Alone.
Mm-hmm.
In this lesson, I will be listening for the appropriateness of your reading. I will give
Mm-hmm.
you pointers and tips and things to remember as you read. I will read the article first, and I want you to pay close attention to the rise and fall of my voice. When there is a period, I will pause for 3 seconds. When there is a comma, I will pause for 2 seconds. A baby boards a bus alone. This is level 3. A 1-year-old baby climbed aboard a bus on his own in central China. Neither the passengers or the bus driver could see if an adult taking care of the toddler. And the bus driver pulled over and called police for help. Passengers volunteered to take care of the baby until the police got there. Officers managed to track down his parents an hour later, with the mother saying that her little boy was playing outside her cell phone store when she realized that he had gone off somewhere. Difficult words: toddler, a young child who is just beginning to walk; volunteer, offer help without pay; track down, to find. Could you read this article for me?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Baby boards a bus alone. A year-old baby climbed aboard a bus on his own in central China. Neither the passengers or the bus driver could see if an adult taking care of the toddler.
Mhm. Now, in this paragraph or in this sentence, there should be a word that is missing. Neither the passengers or the bus driver could see if an adult was taking care. So the
Okay.
word was is missing in this sentence. Okay.
Let me try the sentence again. Neither the passengers or the bus driver could see if an adult was taking care of the
Good.
toddler,
Mm-hmm.
and the bus driver pulled over and called police for help.
Okay. So there's an extra sound that you're making, and it's and called police.
And called police. Uh,
For help.
sorry. And the bus driver pulled over and called police for help.
Mm-hmm.
Passengers volunteered to take care of the baby until the police got there.
Mm-hmm.
Officer managed to track down his parents an hour later, with the mother saying that her little boy was playing outside her cell phone store when she realized that he had gone off somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Officers, okay.
Very good. Pronounce the S, officers. Mm-hmm. And what are the difficult words? What are the difficult words?
Okay, toddler, a young child who just beginning to walk, volunteer, offer help without pay, check down to find.
Okay, very good. Now, in your own words, without looking at the article,
Mhm.
what is this article about? It should take you
Uh,
about 15 seconds to tell me what this article is about.
uh, this is talking about a careless parent who let her baby climb on the bus, and the bus driver and passenger find out that, but the parents know that after an hour ago.
Okay, so the parent did not let the baby climb on the bus. In
Uh-huh.
order for the parent to let the baby climb on the bus, the parent had to be aware that the child was climbing onto the bus. So she didn't allow,
So
but she wasn't paying attention to her child.
okay.
So there's a parent that isn't doing a very good job of caring for the safety of the
So
child.
I should say the parent is not taking very good care of her own child.
Very good. The parent isn't taking very good care of her own child. Why is she not taking good care of her child? Why is that?
Because she was in a phone store.
Hmm. She wasn't just in a phone store. The
Oh.
parent actually owned the store.
Her phone store. So she is a owner of the phone store. So maybe she is busy with her business.
Exactly. So the mother is distracted with doing her business and not paying attention to her 1-year-old child.
Mhm.
What are some
But
things? What are some things that the parent could be doing?
maybe she could hire and babysitter. Babysitter.
No, my question is, what are some things that the parent could be doing now that she didn't notice that the baby was not even in her eyesight?
Now,
Could she be stocking phones on the shelves? Could she be talking with a customer? Could she be placing an order? Could she herself be on the phone? What are some things that the mother might be doing?
might be doing.
Hmm. Such
You
as,
mean
cle-
after
what is-
it happened?
no, while it was happening. Why is it that the
But
mother didn't see her? Was she sweeping the floor? Was she in the bathroom? What do you think the mother was doing to not know that her child was not in her eyesight?
I believe there. I think there were some guests in her store.
Okay, so perhaps she was talking with customers in the store.
Customer in her store.
Customers in the store.
Okay.
Do you think this is the first time that she has ever been distracted?
I think not. Maybe the first time other people know this kind of situation. But I think this is often if it uh, could be seen by us.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure if I understood what you said. So my question again is, do you think that this is the first time that the baby has wandered off?
Wander off.
Yeah, wandered off means to leave the location from where the mother put the baby. Do you
Oh,
think that this is the first time that the baby has wandered off?
I think it's the first time the other people find this
Okay,
baby wander
but
off.
the question is, my question is, do you think that this is the first time the mother has ever neglected her child? I'm using vocabulary that isn't necessarily in the article, but I'm making the assumption that
Mhm.
these are things that is happening. Do you think this is the first time that the mother has neglected this child?
I don't think that this is the first time
Yes,
for
I tend to think so too. I don't think that this is the first time, but this is probably the first time that the baby has done what? This is the
has
first time that the baby has ever done what?
uh, climbing on a bus.
Yeah, so this is probably the first time that a baby has climbed onto a bus.
Climb onto a bus. So not ing. Okay.
Okay, so let me hear you say, I do believe this is the first time that the baby has climbed onto the bus.
Okay. I do believe that this is the first time this baby climbed aboard on a bus. On a
Okay, no, let me see if I can get you to see what I'm saying. I do believe that this is the first time the baby has climbed onto a bus. Okay, can you read that?
I do believe that this is the first time the baby has climbed onto a bus.
I do believe that this is the first time the baby has climbed onto a bus. Okay, again?
I do believe that this is the first time the baby has climbed onto a bus.
Okay,
May I have a question?
now it sounds like you're reading. So I do believe that this is the first time the baby has climbed onto a bus.
Okay, let me try that again. I do believe that this is the first time the baby has climbed onto a bus.
Okay, now what we're going to say is not necessarily what is in this article. This is going to be my interpretation of what I have read. This article is about a mother who has neglected her child, and the child has wandered off and climbed onto a bus. Okay, summarize this for me, and 15 seconds is sufficient. It's more than enough time. You may start.
I have a question.
Sure.
Before that, so what's different between climb on and climb onto?
You could say either one. I think it's just more comfortable for me to say climbed on a bus, or you could say climbed into the bus, or climbed in the bus. It's not that significant for me.
Okay, so sorry for that. Can you say the question again?
Okay, well, I'm just summarizing this article, and I'm saying that you should be able to do it in less than 15 seconds. So this article is about a mother that has neglected her child who has wandered away and climbed onto a bus. Summarize the article for me.
So should I say exactly same thing?
Well, you don't have to say exactly what I say, but I will correct you if you do not say it correctly. You can use your own words.
Okay.
This article is about?
I think this article is about a mother was careless about with his baby, and police and the passengers were nice to help.
Okay, so I don't know exactly what you said, but that were careless about, I don't know if you're self-correcting or just not saying it correctly. So try it again, and it needs to be
Nicholas.
nice and clear. Okay, again?
I believe this article is about Nicholas' mother with her baby, and the police and the passenger were very nice to this case.
Okay, so you leave me wondering, the mother was careless. What did she do? Because that's very important that I know, what did the mother do?
Okay.
That's more important than the people being nice. I want to know, what did the mother do?
Okay.
She neglected the baby, and the baby got onto a bus.
This article is about a careless mother missing her baby.
She didn't miss her baby. No, she didn't miss her baby. It's about a careless mother that neglected her baby, and the baby went missing.
Okay. This article is talking about a careless mother neglecting her baby, and her baby were missing, and she was not noticed at the first time.
Okay. Now, no, the baby wasn't noticed the first time, but how do we know that this is not the first time? So it's not that she wasn't noticed the first time. The mother did not notice that the baby was missing because she was careless. This article is about a mother that is careless and did not keep her eyes on her child. The baby then boarded the bus. Okay?
Okay.
Try once more and then we'll change the subject. Again?
Okay. This article was about talking a careless mother neglects her baby.
No. No. I know what you're saying, but the way that you're saying it, neglect her baby, it has to be a sentence. This article is about a mother. This article is about a careless mother that neglected her baby.
Neglected her baby. Okay.
The baby wandered off and climbed onto a bus.
Wandered off and climbed onto a bus. Okay, let me try that again.
All right.
This article was talking about a careless mother that neglects her baby.
Neglected
her baby. The baby was
wandering, and then climbed onto a bus. Wandering means to walk around with no clear direction, just going wherever you want to go, wandering.
Okay. How do I pronounce this vocabulary?
This word is pronounced, it's spelled W-A-N-D-E-R-I. Wandering.
Okay.
Okay. Wandering, I guess. All right. So there were passengers on the bus that were volunteers. What did the volunteers do, or what is a volunteer? What is it?
Volunteers means you help other people, but you don't get paid.
Very good. Volunteer means to help others without getting paid. So if you saw a stranger and the stranger says, "Sir, could you help me? I'm hungry," and you voluntarily bought him something to eat, what did you just do if you voluntarily bought someone something to eat?
You mean, what would I do for this situation?
No, what did you do? The answer would be something like, I gave someone something to eat and they did not have to pay me back. Because I volunteered
to buy food for him.
Which means he doesn't have to pay me back.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what volunteering means. Now, the police were trying to track down this child's parents. What does it mean that the police were trying to track down the parents?
Trying to find who is the baby's parent. Who were the baby's parents?
Who are the baby's parents?
Who are the baby's parents?
Very good. So he's trying to find out who are the baby's parents. Now I'm going to put some words here. Toddler. What is a toddler?
Toddler is a newborn baby who just tried to walk.
Okay, very good. So here are these words. Can you read these words for me?
Which one?
Toddler.
Toddler. Wandering. Check down. Neglect.
Very good. Do you know what each one of those words mean?
Yes.
Okay, so listen at this scenario. In this cell phone store, a parent is neglecting her child, and it's a toddler. The toddler started to wander away and was wandering down the hall and then entered into the bus. When the police found out that the baby was by himself, they tried to track down the parent and ask if she was being neglectful or did she know she had neglected her child.
Okay.
Okay. Any way that you want to use those 4 words, I'd like for you to use those 4 words.
Forward. You mean I have to try to use this 4 word right now?
Yes, please.
People find a
People found
a toddler on a bus, and he was wandering, and police tried to track down this baby's parents, and after they found his parents, they asked them if they were neglected or not.
Neglect. Now, it wouldn't really make sense for them to ask if they were neglectful, because they were neglectful. They would say, the police.
They would say you were neglectful.
Okay, let's get this word pronounced properly.
Okay.
Okay.
Neglect. Neglect.
Very good. Neglect. So the police told the parent that she had neglected her child.
Okay.
The police told the parent that she had neglected her toddler. The toddler was found wandering around in the store or in the mall, and the police had to track down the parent. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's try to do a dialogue now. Did you see the baby on the bus?
In this picture, no.
Well, I understand that a toddler was wandering around and the police had to track down his parents. Why? You could say why.
Oh, why?
No one knew whose baby. No one knew who the parents of this baby. No one knew the parents of this baby. So a lot of volunteers tried to take care of the baby while the police looked for the parent.
Did they find his parents?
Actually, they found the mother. I don't think they found the father. They did find the mother. Where was she?
Where was she?
The mother was in her store. She owns a cell phone store in the mall, and that was where the mother was found.
Okay.
What was she doing?
Oh, what was she doing?
I'm not exactly sure what the mother was doing. Perhaps she was working with a customer and she became distracted when the child wandered away.
Okay.
Say anything that would come to your mind. We're just trying to extend the conversation.
How could a parent being so neglectful?
That's an interesting question for a parent to be neglectful in this situation. I would imagine she would like to have had someone take care of her child, but she didn't have any money to pay for a babysitter. So she brings her son with her to work.
Maybe if because I think because She was a cell phone store owner. Maybe she could find a smart devices to help her watch her baby.
Hmm. If she could find a smart device to help watch her baby, how would this smart device function? What would the smart device do?
Maybe she can set an alert and the screen in front of her coat if if the baby was not in her screen,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe she could make some apps to set alarm to let her know, and she could find her baby immediately.
Oh, that's an excellent suggestion. If I'm understanding, the mother who owns a cell phone store could put something up that would monitor the baby. She would be able to see the baby at all times.
Mm-hmm.
If the baby left the area, an alarm based upon some type of app would alert the mother that the baby is starting to wander from the current location. Is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, I think that would be a great idea. Now, we know that the mother owns a cell phone store.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the baby is a toddler. Do you
Okay.
think that this child will have an advantage over technology when the toddler grows up to the age where he can go to school?
Uh, please ask that again.
Do you think that the fact is the mother owns a cell phone
Oh,
store? When the toddler grows up, will
mm-hmm.
he have an advantage over other people with cell
Advan
phone advantages?
advantage. Uh, how do you spell this advantage? I mean,
The word advantage is spelled advantage.
advantage. Advantage. So, oh, this babe. You mean after he grow up?
After he
Right?
grows up, yes, when he becomes a teenager, will he
Uh-huh.
have a better understanding of technology than others because his mom owns a cell phone store? It's not.
Uh,
It's not a.
okay.
It's
Uh,
just your opinion. It's just your opinion.
I believe so because his mother has a lot of resource and a lot of mobile he could use maybe
Mm-hmm. So where did this article take place?
in China, central China.
In
I'm
Central.
not
Do you
I'm not
know?
sure the central China is a Chinatown in America or just mean China.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm not sure why they add the center before China.
Okay, you're not sure why they have Central there. Okay,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know either. All right. Have you ever volunteered for anything?
Yes, I have volunteered to teach uh students when I was a student. When I was in sixth grade,
Mm-hmm.
and my mathematics was very pretty good, and my mathematics teacher said that I don't have to I don't have to learn mathematics on her class. Maybe I
In,
can
in
teach
in her class.
in her class. Maybe I can help the school to teach first and the second grade of elementary school students
Okay.
in the class.
Did
So
did you do that?
yes, of course, because in that case, I don't have to uh, learn mathematics with my classmate.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fun. Pretty fun.
And were you able to earn a small income?
Oh no, no income, but just
Experience?
experience. Yes, I can. I am able to have fun with young
Sure.
children.
Very good. Very good. Now, this word track down. How can you use track down in your daily life? Track down is a phrasal verb.
Yes, track down is uh when we when we buy something online
Mm-hmm.
international, we need to ask the seller tracking number
Very
so
good.
that I can track down my package.
Very good. If you have the packing number, the routing number, the shipping number, it's easy to track down a package that you ordered or just to find out where the package is. All right, well, this is what I want us to continue practicing. I want you to write a dialogue. Do you remember what a dialogue is?
Yes, of course.
So I'd like for you to create a dialogue, and let's see. I'm not sure if you can see my screen, but right now, clear all drawings. And
With this for vocabulary.
for our next class, let's see, share my screen. Share my screen. Do you see my screen now? Stop sharing.
No.
Share my screen. Now, do you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put in insert table. So here we have a dialogue grid as we've had before.
Okay.
And I will send this to you. You don't have to use this one, and it doesn't have to be a lot. But I just want you to try to use the vocabulary. What are the vocabulary words? Track down, volunteer,
toddler.
What is another one?
Oh, toddler.
Toddler. And was there another?
Neglect.
A 1-year-old baby.
Neglect. Oops, I don't want to hear that. So.
Neglect is you saying, but I think that's a vocabulary for me.
Okay, but that's okay. We'll still use it. We'll still use it. Okay. So here we go. I thought the article was interesting about the parent that had neglected her baby boy. And this bigger.
So article was interesting about the parent that has neglected her boy.
What did she do? Okay, so what would you say?
What did she do? She. So I need to say the mother's doing or the baby do.
It doesn't matter. We're just doing both of them.
She had not noticed that her baby wandering outside her cell phone store. Outside of her cell phone store.
What would you say? Is the baby okay?
It's very okay. I think yes. The passenger and
You
let's
have to tell me what happened to the baby. However, the baby had wandered
I wondered
and
of climbed onto a bus, but the passenger and driver were volunteered to take care of him before the police checked down this baby's parents.
toddler.
Okay. Take care of the toddler. It was a good thing where there were some volunteers on the bus.
Okay, let's see how this one sounds. Why is this not? Why is this over here? Okay, I moved it. Oh, why am I not seeing the top? I don't know why I don't see the top of this article. Design page layout. Origins. Top. Okay, I don't know where the top of this page is.
Okay, but there's were.
I know, but I can't get to the top.
everywhere.
There's something else up above it, I know, but I don't know if I can get to it.
Okay.
Insert. Insert. Goes above. Okay, I'll just go with it. I thought the article, oh, that was it. I thought the article was interesting about the parent that had neglected her baby.
What did she do?
She had not noticed that her baby was wandering outside of her cell phone store.
Oh no. Is the baby okay?
Yes, the baby's okay. However, the baby had wandered off and climbed into a bus.
Really?
Yes, the good thing is that there were some volunteers on the bus that took care of the toddler while the police tried to track down the parent. Can I switch roles? If you'll read A, I will read B.
Okay. I saw that article was interesting about the parent that had neglected her baby boy.
What did she do?
She had not noticed that her baby was wandering outside of her cell phone store.
Oh no, is the baby okay?
Yeah, the baby is okay. However, the baby had wandered off and climbed onto a bus.
Really?
Yes, the good thing is that there were some volunteers on the bus that took care of the toddler while the police tried to track down the parent.
Okay. So where was the parent?
She was on her shop. The parent was in her cell phone store.
Okay. What was she doing? Tell me, what do you think she was doing?
Perhaps she was selling a phone to a customer.
Okay, can you read that one?
Perhaps she was selling a phone to a customer and did not notice that her child had gone missing.
Okay. That parent was really lucky. Someone could have That parent was really lucky. Someone could have kidnapped the toddler. All right, we'll stop there. So you see, what I want you to do is to take a document like this, add more to it, add vocabulary to it, send it back to me, and I'll correct it. I want that fluency to flow. You can change this into some other conversation if you like, but just create something so that it gives you something to do, something to focus on, and a little more information for us to practice.
So I have to make new dialogue after this.
Yeah, or add to this one. Make a new one or just add to this one.
Okay. So, there's under the.
And
So
here are the
could
words. Here are the words. I will send you this document.
Okay, and this recording either.
Yeah, and the link. Okay, I'll send you the link as well. Okay. Do you have any questions before we exit today?
No, I think.
All right, I'm going to stop recording.